Hello, everybody. It is Cam, me. Surprise. Who'd you think? You probably think maybe it's clickbait, but I just clickbaited you guys yesterday, so how could it be clickbait? This is an actual serious video that I really actually wanted to make, so that I could talk to you guys about something I really cared about. Well, a bunch of things that I care about, and it really mean a lot to me if you just stayed and listened, because it's important and it affects everybody, and I just want to say my piece. You guys can listen, help out if you can, and then we will go on with our days. So if you didn't know, George Floyd, a black man in America, was killed by 4 police officers. 3 officers stood by while one put his knee on his neck. He couldn't breathe. There's video of him saying he couldn't breathe, and then he eventually died from those injuries. This is just the beginning of what I want to talk about. I'm very vocal about this stuff on my social media, on Twitter, on Instagram, but I think it's important once in a while because my biggest audience is on YouTube. I think it's important once in a while to talk about some issues that I care about to you guys, so I have the biggest outreach that I can possibly have. Police brutality against black people in America has been going on forever. It literally never stops. There's new stories almost every week, it seems like, and that's just the stories that we see. This is just another story, and it's just as upsetting, frustrating as all the other ones. It made my heart hurt. It made me so upset. It's just every single story is so upsetting. It makes no sense. I can't wrap my head around everything. It just makes you angry and pissed off and upset, and I can't even imagine what it's like to be a black person in America. Like, it's so frustrating to watch. So what I can do and what we can do together is help in the ways that we can help. For this specific incident, for this specific cause, I will leave links down below. You can donate to George Floyd's Memorial Fund, sign the petition to arrest and charge the officers who killed him. There's lots of petitions you can sign, and signing every one of them is very helpful. Like I said, George Floyd is another example of police brutality, another example of racism in America, and people just need to be held accountable. Especially like in this situation, police officers need to be held accountable. It's fucking awful. So now I'd like to talk about all the different organizations and charities that I feel passionately about. In case you guys didn't know, there are 6 charities that we donate to every month. I donate a portion of the money I make from YouTube in the name of K Squad, so that it's a group. So it's like we're all donating together because you guys help me make that money, so it seems fair that we donate in the K-Squad name. We donate to 6 different organizations. I'm just going to quickly talk about each organization and why I think they're important. And I'm going to leave a link to all of those charities and organizations below. So even though we are donating together every month to these charities, it would be really awesome if you guys could, at the very least, spread word about them. And if you could, any amount helps. There's no minimum. If you're in a position to help, you have to help. There's no, at this point, if you're being silent and if you're not acting on change that needs to happen, then you're just as bad as the people who caused the problems. You're being complicit. You need to, at the very least, spread word about some of these issues, and especially right now with the George Floyd thing, like you have to speak up. You have to speak up. The first organization ties in with all this. It's Campaign Zero. Campaign Zero is a campaign that does its best to help end police violence, end police brutality, police murder in some cases. What they do is they help legislation get passed in America that can help with the fight against police brutality. They help build communities to help fight police brutality. And basically they take action against many different cases of police brutality all across America. So it's a really important place, a really important campaign. So I'll leave that link down below, obviously. You can go help out and go check it out for yourself. Next is, it also ties in with George Floyd because it's Color of Change, which is America's largest online racial justice organization. It's really, really good. They help people with their response to racial injustice. They hold prosecutors accountable. They help stop prison expansion and prison labor exploitation. And they do everything they can to stop anti-black violence all across America. Not only that, but they design strategies to help fight racial injustice, and they help educate and come up with new ways to teach people how to learn about racial injustice and how to fight it. So it's also an incredibly important organization. So once again, I'll leave that down below. Go check it out. Go donate if you can. It's an incredible organization. The next organization I want to talk about is GLAAD, G-L-A-A-D. This is the first organization I ever did a live stream for. I did a charity live stream for them like 2.5 years ago, And ever since then, we've donated every month because they're an incredible organization. And let me tell you about them. So GLAAD works through the entertainment industry, through news and digital media to help share stories from the LGBTQ that help accelerate acceptance everywhere. They help change the culture. They help shape media narrative. They help basically celebrate all people in the LGBTQ community at all times in every way that they can. They're just a very impactful and very positive organization that really help uplift people in the LGBTQ and really help celebrate what makes them amazing, what makes them unique, and things like that. And I'm happy that we've been donating to them for so long because, like I said, it's just a really awesome organization, and I've worked closely with them on some different issues, and I'm just really happy I found out about them and that we continue to donate to them. So the links down below, like I said before, all of these links are down below. Go check it out. Please go donate if you can. You don't have to donate to all of these. You don't have to spread word about every organization. But if you hear something, or if you're listening to me and you go read about any of these organizations and something, it really makes you feel passionate or catches your eye. I hope some of them do, at least. They should, some of them. If you're reading it and it strikes a chord in your heart, like go donate and go show support, or at the very least tell people about these organizations. Share your word about them because it's really important, and I care about them, and it would be awesome if you guys care to. I'm sure you guys are amazing people. I've gotten to know you guys over the last 3 years. I'm sure you will do your best to help out in any way that you can. Moving on to the next organization. Next is another one that I'm very passionate about. They're called Days for Girls. Days for Girls, they support a woman through her entire life cycle. They provide these girls with DFG kits, which are basically packages and little kits that help girls deal with their periods in places that they might not have the tools and the resources to help deal with those things that happen to them every month. They provide them with those kits so that they can be healthy, they can be comfortable. They help teach these girls health education, and then they train them so that they can sustain this for the rest of their lives. So that more people can create DFG kits, so that more people can be educated about women's health. They do this in over 110 countries, most especially in Asia, Africa, South America. It's an incredibly important organization, and it's something that I don't think enough people talk about it or enough people think about. So I think it's just very important that we talk about it, and that we raise money, and that we help girls around the world have the things that they need to take care of their health, because everyone deserves to be healthy. Everyone deserves to be comfortable, happy, clean, and educated about their own health. So that one's down below. Go check it out. Go read about it. Very, very impactful, very important organization. Go check it out, please. The next organization I want to talk about, the second last one. So we're almost done, but I hope you're not too bored because it's pretty important. It's the National Women's Law Center. The reason we give money to them every month is because they are advocates. They have lawyers. They have experts that help fight gender justice. Like, there's so many. I've been on Twitter long enough. I've seen too many things. Just the even people wrapping their idea around gender and how it's not just male, female. So they fight for issues specifically for girls, for women. They drive change through court, in society, through policies. They basically fight for women who are facing discrimination in multiple forms, because, surprise, women face discrimination every single fucking day of their life. And this also has to do with racial injustice against black women, against Middle Eastern women, Asian women, also with healthcare, with abortion laws, childcare, LGBTQ, poverty. They cover everything that women have to deal with, and it's an incredibly important organization that helps fight for women everywhere for basically any problem that they face. So go check that out. Once again, links down below. Go, at the very least, maybe educate yourself, especially if you're a guy. I mean, if you're a woman, you probably know pretty much about almost everything that you have to go through every day. But I think there's just a lot of stuff that you don't even think about, that that you take for granted. Then you read about it and you're like, oh my God, okay. So yeah, go check it out, please. Thank you. That would be really nice. And the last organization that we put money towards every month, and that it would be great if you maybe did that as well, or at the very least, got a little bit more educated or helped spread the word, is the Trevor Project. We raised, I think it was $3,000, or it might have been $4,000. I think it was $4,000. Yeah, $4,000. We raised $4,000 for them last year. In a big live stream. It was really awesome. But the Trevor Project is basically, they are a leading national organization that helps provide crisis intervention, suicide prevention for LGBTQ youth. Because when you're young and you're gay, bi, transgender, all of these different things, I mean, there's just so much bullshit in the world that you have to deal with. But then you add on all this stuff where people are judging you for just being the person that you want to be, and just because you're a little bit different than the straight white dude. So many people think they have a say in what a person is and how they feel. It's ridiculous. So people go through a lot of bullying, they go through a lot of doubt, they go through a lot of hardships. It's insane. So basically they set up a crisis intervention, like I said, and suicide prevention services for these LGBTQ young people. It's a super important organization that helps save lives of LGBTQ young adults everywhere, teenagers, because nobody should feel upset, feel sad, feel ashamed, or take their own life just because they are made to feel unaccepted or different when they're just trying to be they're just trying to be the person that they are. Like I don't wrap my mind around it. I can't wrap my mind around it. I don't think I'll ever wrap my mind around people trying to say or have any say or have any even thought or opinion on another person, like just being themselves. My mind, it's like, I don't get it. So this is a really important organization. I'll leave the links down below to go check it out. Go donate, go learn about it, because it's really important. And I know a lot of my followers are in the LGBTQ community. So I think, and a lot of you guys are probably under 25. So I think it's probably a very helpful organization for some of you guys. And that's it. Those are the 6 organizations that we give to every month, and that I wanted to maybe bring some more light into it in case you guys, I think it's cool that we give money every month. I think that's great, but I think it's even better if I talk about it and I give reasons why it's important, and hopefully you guys can learn more ways to help out and learn things that you can do, because then maybe you'll learn, and then you'll tell your friend, they'll tell their friend, and it'll just be a snowball of people being able to help, being more educated. So I mean, obviously this is not a traditional video, but I'm in this position where I have like 600,000 of you. Like, what kind of person am I if I do not speak up about issues and do not help change the world in any way that I can do that? Like I wish I was fucking like Ariana Grande level of famous. There's so much that I want to do and want to help out with. I think it's so important that we all do our best, whatever position we're in, to help out if we can, because people need help, and the world is a shitty, scary place, and there's so many bad people in it, but there are so many good people that need help. So that's why I made this video, and I'm sure it won't be my last video about something like this, but thanks for listening. If you listened all the way through, I really appreciate it. Thanks for taking an interest in things that I'm passionate about. I hope maybe you're passionate about some of them as well. And I love you guys. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Go sign those petitions down below and go check out those charities, because they are very important. And yeah, I love you guys. Thanks for listening. Have a good day. Mwah. I've been living it, yeah. I've been sitting in this shit. Tired of giving it, yeah. I've been killing all this, sis. Tired of fitting it, yeah. I've been tripping on this.